I think that's why even the government now implementing Toyoba, even when you give birth at the hospital already, there's home affairs. When I was 18,
Yes.
I was going with I would go with my cousins to a club, but I would not drink.
We're live, guys. Welcome to the Beachy Podcast.
Hala! When you see us,
I can hold it the other way, they can't see it. Yeah, there we go.
Hi guys, inside. Hello.
Ciao, fans. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Beachy Podcast.
Welcome to the Beauty
Good to
Podcast.
see you again
I mean, this is becoming irregular, man.
on a lovely day in Cape Town.
What lovely day.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, guys, come on. We went to the beach earlier and we talked about a lot of things.
And that's the thing, when you reach the beach, I just flow.
Yes.
Just flow,
Yes.
I just
Because I
come
think
running.
we're just watching beautiful people pass by.
Mm-hmm.
We're eating good food. The weather's amazing. What's not to talk about?
Exactly.
I mean, what are we talking about today?
I think when I'm trying to, there's one thing that's been on my mind.
You always have a lot. You always have something in your mind to talk about. Let's hear.
Okay, so from time to time, I've been hearing, but you know what? Especially now, it's still beginning of the year.
Yes.
So kids need to make a birth certificate for their children and the IDs.
Yes.
Because means your kids at a later stage they suffer to get the ID.
Yes.
They can't even write their matric because of the ID. Right? And maybe something could be maybe ID bent with the house when the house burned down.
Yes.
Right. So I think it's from that moment that as parents when we stand up immediately we go make sure that we get everything sorted.
Yes.
The sooner the better, so that we don't have to suffer.
Yes.
Right.
Because there's a lot of undocumented children without birth certificates.
Very. And also again, I think that's why even the government now implementing Toyoba, even when you give birth at the hospital already there's home affairs. Actually, at the same time that you just gave birth, whenever you have power, you always walk down to make certificate at the same time.
Oh, in the same facility.
In the same facility.
Okay, that makes it easier.
Exactly.
And then what about online, digital?
Online, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think we need to look into that.
I think we also need to look into that. But online, can you do it online, and how long does it take compared to you going physically? In case you give birth at the hospital.
Because I'm trying to understand for a child what they really require to have a birth certificate. They don't do
You're not doing
fingerprints.
fingerprint. It's just a proof about okay, no, this is just the thing from what do you call this?
Go ahead.
A letter that okay, no, the child is born here, and then just gonna show you it's a child,
Okay.
and then that's it.
Yeah, because I can imagine now you can easily SMS that.
You
You
can
can easily put that into a website.
into a
for
website,
home
and
affairs.
then you put in inconvenience, most inconvenience, and especially when those accused, because the accused can be too much.
And when you get there, they tell you it's
No,
offline.
it's offline.
Oh
Which is
God.
come on.
Oh, guess what? There's no shedding. That's
Even
even worse.
worse. Which makes it even worse.
Yes.
So, which means but one it can be, especially because we love to talk about the digital, especially now that we're doing digital. So we need by this back. We want have to go, or maybe you go a clinic or a home affairs,
Yes.
and I say no, we take only 5 people today, so please come back
Oh
tomorrow.
my God.
Yeah, but
That's the worst.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
So your own kids are suffering, and imagine you pass away as a parent, and your kid doesn't have a birth certificate, doesn't have an ID.
Yes.
I wouldn't go with the trauma you have to go through.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to go through.
Exactly. Because by the time some of them even start writing the trick, they don't have ID.
They don't have ID, and you can't write them without ID.
Yeah. And when you think, I mean, this person is there for more than 8 years and don't have a birth certificate,
Yeah, but
how is that possible?
I think again, it's parents who don't care, or maybe sometimes it's parents who don't care. I try to find a better way to go about it, or
Can a young person get a birth certificate by themselves without a guardian?
I don't think it's possible.
Even if they're over 16,
I think they need something to
a guardian.
a guardian is there to
Okay.
okay, no, this is what this is true. Okay, no, here's a idea for
Yes.
myself as a guardian, and then this is what and there's a person certificate and so on.
Yes.
So I don't think you can just go by yourself.
Yes, because I met this young guy who said to me that he actually just met his mother when he was, for the first time, when he was 19 years old, right? And this is last year. and he's never met his father before. So he's now having to redo the whole thing of like birth certificates, matric certificate, all those kind of things, because he did not have that. And it's like, I mean, that's quite shocking. So I think maybe the government should get to a point where I think maybe if you are 16, come on, I think if you're 16, you can have consent to do certain
I think by
things
yourself, exactly. I think by yourself, especially in terms of the thing that mostly concerns you as an individual.
Yes.
You're like, okay, no, then I mean, if you don't have, then let's do it for you without having a guardian.
Yes.
Because we work when we suffer.
Yeah, I think things like birth certificate, you should be able to do it. A bank account.
A bank account.
You should be able to do it. Your ID. I think once you're 16, those are things you should be doing. What do young people think?
Exactly. And I think a bank account should be, that's something you should have. Even when you are a parent, that should say, okay, even if you are first week, because I mean, if you have a birth certificate, you have a bank for your child. And you can just chip in.
Yes.
Even if how much, doesn't matter how much money you can manage for that specific money, you can just chip in.
Yes.
So I think that way is going to be quite good.
So I think 16 is the age we're pushing for responsibility.
Please. Okay, so we're pushing 16 for, isn't it, that are going to develop you, in terms of your idea and everything else.
Can you have your learners at 16? I think so.
I think you can have your learners at 16 and then you can have your license at 18.
Yes.
And then you can have alcohol at 21. Isn't it?
Well, if that's the case, then
we're doomed.
I'm trying to think, what was I doing when I was 18? Did I drink it or not? I think I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I think when I was 18, I was going with I would go with my cousins to a club, but I would not drink. I never liked alcohol. I tried it before, but it was too bitter for me. Like, nah, this isn't good for me.
Yes.
And the thing about if you drink alcohol and you drink a certain alcohol, a certain brand, I said, no, this one is bitter, man. Try the next one.
Yes.
So which is now you are being pulled to this life. No, that one is bitter. Sometimes you try this one.
I'm sure it must be very challenging for you to be in a social setting where everybody's drinking, because a lot of people do drink in a social setting. Do you feel like you're always bullied to drink?
They tried, but I was focused. Honestly, tried.
Okay.
Yeah, to only like, no, your life is boring. I'm okay.
Yes.
Because I remember there was a guy when I stayed in Philippi. I would go to the gym from Monday to Friday, and he was like, no, your life is boring, man. You always go to the gym. I'm like, but what about you? Always go drink only on weekends. Whose life is boring?
Yes.
Only the weekends on. Hello, hi, how are you? so I was like, but you're the one that's boring.
Yes.
If you can only enjoy your life on the weekend, but then I can enjoy my life throughout the week. So life is boring.
Why not?
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, I was focused about peer pressure. I don't honestly, I didn't believe in peer pressure for myself. Like, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I enjoy good drinks, right? But what I don't enjoy is like when I'm out and I'm offered a drink and it's not a drink that I enjoy, and it's like sometimes I succumb to it and sometimes I'm like, no.
Because I don't want to sound rude or right.
That's also the thing. And then at the end of the day, it's like, well, do I want this? Do I not want this? So I think at the end of the day, you must just have that power yourself.
But exactly, I'm saying that for myself.
But I think I've seen people who don't drink and they somehow always being bullied to say, try this, do that, and everything. But do you know there's a difference between also drinking and tasting? Yeah. So we should do wine tasting on the show. Not drinking, but tasting. You drink it to spit it.
Also, just to taste it.
You're not drinking
it. Okay, and then I don't swallow it.
No.
Then you can do that.
Okay.
Then that's how it goes.
Yeah, because I mean, we live in Cape Town.
There's wine corner to corner.
There's wine at every corner.
Corner to corner.
Just literally here.
Yeah, wine.
There we can see one farm.
One farm, Mama. No, but I think I did taste the wine. I'm not sure it was. I think it was a red one. But it's strong.
Remember, there's thousands of wine farms in Cape Town. So for you to only taste wine
and then make a
whole judgment, people are going to cancel you at home.
I want drinkers. I'm sorry. My bad. Anyway, let's move on. So, you know what? I know I love to talk about things that is on social media because I think that's where most people come and express themselves.
Yes,
right?
of course.
For me, this topic might be sensitive to some, right? And it might be sensitive to me too also because I have a son.
Yes.
Right? So I don't have a situation where when my son now is ready to date and then there's challenges he's facing. Right? So now for me, I personally believe but GBV is one-sided. GBV is one-sided.
Yeah.
Which is gender-based violence. Yes. Gender means everyone.
Correct.
Doesn't
say
exclude
women,
exactly.
man,
yeah, everyone.
Whatever gender.
Whatever
yes.
gender. Right, everyone is included. But now there's a question where if a female beats me or pours me with hot water, the first question people are gonna ask is, what did you do? That's the first question. Right. But
women at home are probably asking, what did you do?
What did you do? Exactly. They did something wrong.
Exactly.
But I think the challenge is when this happens to a lady, you can ask that question.
Yes.
They want to say, no, don't have a right to beat anyone, regardless of what they did to you.
Yes.
So when I'm saying no, it's like the only language is one-sided.
I think we should grow up in a society whereby violence at any level
like it's a no.
It's just not tolerated. I think young girls as well should be taught never to really beat a young boy.
Exactly.
Right? The same as for young boys. They should never do that to young women. So I think it should not be tolerated on both ends. And yes, our society is skewed in the sense that if you go to the police station,
like I will, yeah.
Me, Mr. Muscle,
Mr. Muscle was beaten by like with these muscles.
Mr. Muscle is for Instagram.
but for these muscles. Come on, you can't be serious. You can't come and report a crime and you've been beaten, but they have so much muscles.
Yes,
what's happening?
Yes. But then, I mean, so many men are being abused. Do they talk about it?
Nope. And I think again, the main reason you don't talk about sometimes even us guys don't support each other. Never be the first one to judge you, the first one to laugh at you. So which is now you can't come out and say this is what is happening to my life because we're gonna laugh at you.
Yeah. Well, I was slapped yesterday.
Like, what did you fight back?
Can you see you also laughing at me?
So this is the problem, guys. We don't take it serious.
Yes.
We don't take it serious. So the minute us guys we stand together and again we teach each other, but this is wrong. If I see you touching a lady, I'm saying, look, you can't be doing that. I should not allow it.
Correct.
I should stop it.
Yes.
Especially if I know you.
Yes.
Because sometimes it might not be easy because I don't know what weapons you have. So it might not be easy. But if I know you're my friend or a neighbor of mine, I can say, no, but this is wrong. You can't be doing this.
And I think even as a friend, you should never be somebody who enables. You should not be a cheap.
You should not put exactly petrol on fire.
If you know your friend is a perpetrator of gender-based violence, you should call them out. But I think a lot of people cover it up.
No.
It's like that's our friends.
That's our friends. Let's protect.
Yes.
Let's protect.
And I think they should call it out.
They should call it out because the more and I like the fact that we should focus most, even though because I think it's better to teach the young ones.
Yeah.
Compared to the old ones.
Because remember, a lot of young people see what's happening with their parents, their guardian, and they actually act it out again.
But that's normal.
The young boy probably sees his father beating up his mother and thinks that's okay growing up. And when they grow up as well, because of hierarchy, they think that's normal. That's a normal way of dealing with things, and it's like it's just not. They've never seen a difference. They've always seen that being a behavior and needs to change. And how do we help them change that?
Again, I think also it's very important even let's schools to bring out the speakers to talk about such topics. It could be maybe someone experience it, right, and then go and talk about it, that this is wrong experience, and maybe even if someone even went to jail because of it, or maybe if someone banned you to the court or whatever, then you go to school and talk about this is what happened to my life, right, and this is not normal, this is not okay.
Yes.
So I think in that way, then it's going to be much better and can able to reach a massive masses.
Yes.
Big masses in that way.
I mean, it must be quite difficult being a parent because you have these kids in one classroom
Yeah.
who come from so many different households.
Okay.
You don't know what they teach them in their own households. And now when they come into the classroom,
And then
it's like
those-
they influence your child regardless of how you taught your child.
Yeah.
And then they start developing different kind of behaviors that, well, you might like or you might not even like as a parent. So it must be one of the most incredibly challenging
Yeah,
things,
no, being a
actually.
being a parent, it's difficult.
Yes.
No, it's difficult.
Yes.
Because Nyaga is just saying, but because when you can only do so much, but maybe most of the time they're outside.
Yes.
So that way you only during the night and the weekend, but most of the time they're outside. So getting those are influences.
Yeah.
And they come back and sometimes they come and act it
Exactly.
here at home.
Exactly.
And what you say is the
I
parent.
mean, even speaking about just the difficulty of being parents, the cost of maintaining children, we see how child grants,
I think
how much are those again?
I think it's 1,000, 1.5. I'm not sure.
1.5?
1.5, I'm not sure. And no.
What do you think of
It's 500. What the
that?
Now,
Okay.
now, let's say, just to add on what I'm saying, right? 1.5, right? And if you break it down to 1.5, what can you get from 1.5 for a child? Let's say
Milk.
a meal, let's say it's about 500. That will last you about a week. Right? Let's say now you have to buy nappies.
Yes.
It's not going to last you maybe how many? Not also a week. Maybe you spend about 300. So now, which is already left with how much? We rough about 800.
Yes.
And now you have to
Toiletries. There's
you have to buy what the wipes.
Yes.
Right? You have to buy wipes. So you have to buy
Food.
clothes. You have to take them for transport to clinic for checkups. So it's not enough.
Yes.
It's not enough. But again, now when you think about it, how much money is the government making? Let's just be honest. Because there's tax. Because you're being taxed on everything you're being taxed. You buy food, you're being taxed.
Yes.
Right? So you start a business, you're being taxed.
Yes.
Right? And how much money and how much people are being how many people are being taxed?
Yes, but remember, the government is not responsible to actually pay for your. Well, let's frame this properly.
Okay. Okay.
A government will socially take care of their people, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 1,500 because that's what the government can afford.
But okay, what?
Right?
Okay.
I mean, we're not a wealthy country that
Yeah.
they will pay 20,000 rand for one child. It's not possible. We don't have that much money in South Africa. Come on.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So there was this guy that I saw. He would go. I'm gonna check on this video, and I'm gonna touch his video
Yes.
for a proper words, right?
Okay.
Proper insight. So it will go to a ministers who are going to go page and talk about each minister, how much money they're making.
Yes.
That's it. They're making this much money, and this much money includes flights from their families and for themselves and for your hotels.
Yes.
Right. So if you wanna tell me that people can pay so much money for literally doing nothing,
Yes.
while there are kids that need not that much money, but at least to have something that you can say, okay, no,
Yes.
this one is good enough.
But remember, even with government, that is actually wasteful expenditure. They should not be doing that.
Exactly.
Yes. But they are.
So hence I'm saying which means that there's these two stories
Yes.
where we need to balance. Okay, no, because if for example, I'm paying you 20,000 for example, right? But again, you can't touch your money because I'm as a state, I'm paying this amount of money. Okay, so now you're using state money
Yes.
to do whatever you want. Your salary is just there.
Yes.
It's doing nothing. But now we come and say that as a country, we don't have enough money to pay to social grant,
Yes.
to pay to grant. So for me, that's what I'm saying. But somehow, there's a lack of,
Yes.
which I know about.
Well, I think on this side, of course, government officials should not misspend money. And on this side, South Africa is not wealthy enough to pay people X amount of money it would be unsustainable. So I think there's a balance between the two
Yeah.
in a way, and I think that's where the challenge is. As to maybe that's why 1,500 is not enough to support a child per month, and I think maybe they expect that the parents supplement it somehow.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people they just working and some people are not working. Some people actually the family relies on that amount.
Exactly.
The whole family
The whole
relies-
family even the money run.
Yes.
So what do you think about the city? Do guys think 1.5 is enough? Let's say if I'm the baby daddy, right?
Yes.
And let's say I don't have much, right? But I can only contribute 1.5 to the child.
Yes.
So what do you think when a baby mama says, do really guys think 1.5 is enough to support a child?
Well,
Am I putting on the spot?
what do people at home say? 1.5 is enough? Yes or no? You tell us, guys. Is 1.5 enough to support a child? I don't think so. No, of course not. I think it's very little.
What do you guys think? But okay, let's say if now there's 1.5 for it running, yeah? And then there's 1.5 from the father, which is 3,000, and then maybe there's 1.5 from the mother.
That's 4.5.
Exactly. So how is that looking?
I think
At least
we're getting somewhere.
we can look at that. Not only we're gonna say, okay, no, we're only gonna focus the money that comes from the father, but what about the mother? Because the mother must well, even though you are taking care of. And remember, just remember, nah, you know, if you say, for example, you pay 1.5, and the payment says it's not enough, they take you court can say, okay, this money is too enough, pay 750. You know that is possible.
Really?
Huh.
The court reduces it from
1.5 to 7.5 to 750.
And what would be the case? I mean,
The reason say this money, it is.
Surely then they didn't provide enough information to say this is how much it costs to maintain a child.
That's how it is in most cases. If you're gonna go to a court and say this money is not gonna say, okay, no, you seem ungrateful, and then let's do 7.5.
Okay.
750. I mean, so 750 plus the people they take 700. Which again I say it's not much. Or even a 1.5 it's not much to take off the child.
That's why planned parenting is important.
Which is why I always say, make sure you plan.
Yes.
Don't just have kids because you are in that moment.
Yes.
And also, I think we mentioned on a previous episode, also protection is very important also.
Very.
Because sometimes mistakes do happen, right? And then you're in a situation where you're like, oh, what do I do? But again, this might be harsh. I'm not sure how to put it. But again, I think that's why if abortion it's legal these days.
Okay.
Right? So you have a choice where you say, okay, no, I know I'm not financially ready for this, then I can afford the child. So it's up to you. So we can also talk about that. But again, now what happens if the father says, no, don't do abortion? Again, I'm gonna go back because we all know but you as a mother, this is your body.
Yes.
Right? Everything is gonna be up to you.
Yes.
The father can, I said in the previous episode, the father can always run away.
Yes.
And there'll be one left with the child. As much as it might not be a nice thing to do or when the father says to the child and you don't keep the child. But then sometimes it doesn't be realistic enough.
Remember, it's dependent on some of these young girls when they do have find out they're pregnant. Do they know the context of everything? Do they know the options that are available for them even before getting pregnant? When they actually engage sexually, do they know as to what they can say yes and no to? And I think that's really quite important in terms of like empowering young girls as to really having more of a say when it comes to their own bodies. And I think that is something that needs to be communicated quite a lot to young girls all over the world in a way. Definitely.
I think that's something I've been also in the news. Very important, but the news, I think that's something also the news should focus on.
Yes.
But this is what should happen because I think in most parents, they watch news with their kids. So maybe someone or during news, you always be adverts about such things, ads. So I think it's like it doesn't between just ads. You don't have to talk about them in
But what about those ads that make you feel so awkward in front of your
I
parents?
know, right? I know, right? I remember this other time.
Even apart from ads, even if you're watching,
Even if you're watching a soap or a drama, and like,
yes,
and the kissing, like,
and it's like that's the opportunity our parents should have taken to talk to us, but they make us feel shy and run away.
like, no, I think that's my cue, mama. I'll see you in 30 minutes.
Yes, it's like that's my cue,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
and
yeah,
they
I
should
love
take
that.
that opportunity to educate young
to
people
engage.
and engage with young people, because it's like there isn't that much relationship at the moment when it comes to what young people are going through sexually, and I think that's a challenge for a lot of them, because they're not having that relationship with their parents at home. How they engage outside is just based on what their friends are saying that actually communicate about when it comes to sexual health.
Yeah, so parents, let's stand up parents. Let's educate. So when you see a moment where you're watching a movie and something happens, like, okay, Mtana, so what is happening here? It's in BNC.
Yes.
So in BNC equals to G. So which means, you know, anyway, so we're coming from first year, né?
Yes.
And I have seen a lot of things, especially next to the beach, literally.
I know.
Which is
just running along the beach. It's quite scary.
It's quite scary.
What's happened?
So tell me, what do you think causes that? Is that we don't care, or sometimes when we're drunk, we don't think, okay, what could be the challenge?
Maybe the city's not putting enough bins.
I mean, there are places where I can see literally there's a bin there, you can see the bin.
Okay.
But you can see there's a stack of bottles here.
And do you think as community we are doing enough work to go out there and clean the beaches ourselves? But again, I think as much as unjalo, sometimes me, if I can drink, which means I'm an adult enough to know what's right and wrong. Yes.
So, but then when I'm drinking, I just drink and I leave my bottles here. What is that saying about me?
Yes.
Maybe it means I don't care about my community. I don't care about what's happening around. I don't even care about the next person.
Yes.
Because this is a beach, you be sand up, and what happens to the sand? You don't wear your shoes.
Yes.
You walk barefoot.
Correct.
And when you go, 1, 2, 1, 2, the glass is broken.
Yes.
You step on it, what happens? So I think
and the animals, it goes into the water.
And goes in the water, and the
animals.
Environment, goes in the environment.
Yes. So we need to develop that culture of having to learn to not litter.
Especially if you see, to your point, even if I'm eating an apple, do you know, but if I'm done eating it, I put it inside the car, I don't even throw it outside the window. Because I know, and sometimes it has nothing to do about how you grew up.
Yes.
It's what also you take around.
Yes.
Because you adapt, you know what's right, you know what's wrong.
Correct.
So you can't say, no, now I grew up this way, I will never change, which is now you're not going to change.
Yes.
No, I this, I and that, which is not going to change.
Yes.
So we adapt. So and I don't understand why it's so easy to adapt the bad things compared to the good things. So
because it's easier, I mean, to just choose to throw it here, walk a few meters,
and then boom to the bin.
You know, so I think we need to learn how to recycle and embrace that kind of culture in a way.
And learn how to live with people, because you can't be doing like that, like living with yourself or by yourself.
I mean, I remember when I was much younger in school, every Friday we'd learn how to pick up things and recycle. I'm not sure, do they still do that in schools?
No,
today?
you're being abused. You can't do that.
Oh, is that?
No.
I thought that was a life skill to learn how to not litter.
That's what
Which bin to throw things into.
Because that's the thing. Things that are happening that they're teaching us. These days, it seems like you're being abused, you're being tortured.
I wish maybe I grew up in today's generation.
I don't wish. I think
Yes.
I think growing up in this generation right now, I don't want to say things that are going to get me cancelled. So
I'll be on the couch by myself.
which is
Yes.
and we're going to talk too much.
Exactly. It'll be a quiet podcast.
But again, that's why I'm saying this generation of today, it's okay, it's good for them because they live in so much convenience. But I think a lot of things that are missing also.
Yes.
A lot of things, especially life skills that are missing. All right. uh, now they're living in a general world where everything is just around. So I think also that's why again in these days, health also
Okay.
there's too much health issues because driving in rural areas, you wake up at 4 a.m.
Yes.
You have to go to a garden or have to go and milk a cows.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to wake up at 2 a.m. so that you can go to Emasimini, then you can go plant. Right.
Yes.
So which is now we grew up with those life skills.
Yes.
Trust those things, understanding but nothing comes easy. Life need to work for it. Now, even though sometimes it was not nice, but now I understand why it was being done.
Yes.
Because right now, imagine if we never stopped doing a zondo. You know, in most rural areas, we no longer plant. And planting is a need.
And what's happening to that land?
It's just there.
So young people are not interested in agriculture
At all.
Farming.
And where's the money?
It's in the land.
It's in the land.
Yes.
With honestly in the
So
rural
they
areas.
don't want money.
Basically. No, not one
I
money,
think they do,
but not hard and cash.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so I think that's a challenge. Because right now, if one anything, you go to buy the shop. That's agriculture.
Yes.
So which is there's too much money in the rural areas that we're sleeping on.
How do we get more young people to actually be interested in farming?
Okay, that's a tough one. I'm gonna lie. That's a tough one.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I have no
Because they
idea.
really have to go to the
Like
farm.
exactly.
Yes.
So
And they can't do it by a phone.
no, you can't say okay. No, let me just ask this drone to go dig.
Yes.
The drone, go plan for me.
Yes.
You can't do that. Right. So honest for me, I'm thinking of doing that in few years.
Okay.
I'll love that.
To become a farmer?
Become a farmer.
Ah.
Because I mean, there's money.
Yes.
But everything you need right now, where do you get it from the farm?
Yes.
So that's why when we talk about the general wealth,
Yes.
generational wealth. Because literally,
But the challenge at the moment with farming in South Africa as well is the crime that goes on farms, right? People are being, their cattle is being stolen on the farms. Some people are being killed on the farms. So a lot of things are happening on the farms that make it very unattractive for people to actually go into that kind of environment.
you know what? Us growing up, we had cattle, right? We had cattle, we had goats. But guess what? Today, our cows are dry. Now they're growing grass because they stole them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they stole them.
Yes.
And again, for Muna, I think one thing, Jen, you can't come from Spain and go stealing landowner because you know nothing about landowner,
Yes.
right? But now, which is now whoever stole, people that are from the community,
Yes.
maybe they can come, maybe or even if they don't come by themselves, maybe they can tell someone from another community, okay, you know what, these guys have cows.
Yes.
So let's go and see them,
Yes.
right? So which is again we're killing ourselves as black people. We're killing ourselves now. We can't really have anything. That's why again it's well the one don't have money. Most of us don't have money. But you know, if you try by all means to earn things just so that you can make ends meet,
Yes.
what's gonna happen? The same person is gonna come to you and steal for you or steal from you.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so which is that's one thing also we need to work on. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but
Building
we need
wealth together.
building well together. But again, even if we do that, I'm just gonna try to. Even if we do that, now I want to kill you because I want everything to myself.
Okay.
So honestly, I don't know, but what's the way around Wonderland?
No man is an island.
Yep. Again, that's
So if you kill
true.
everybody, you just enjoy all the money by yourself.
And the sad part again, you can't do everything by yourself.
Yes.
Now you kill everyone, and then the business dies in a few years,
Yeah,
and then you're left with nothing.
On your farm, you need people to go. You need people to manage. So it's like it has to be something that. How do you build something that the whole community can benefit? Right? It's like it's a farm that feeds the whole community.
But
You don't have things like malnutrition. You know, access food can go to clinics, to schools, to fitness games, where everybody's proud to be part of that because why? it's empowering everybody in the community.
You know
We
what?
should approach it, I think.
You know
that.
that already it happened, but it didn't
Yes.
work. So what happened is this guy was planting in that rural area,
Yes.
right? So every time it's time to reap, right? Time to sow. I mean,
Yes.
is it to reap or to sow?
So
Time to sow. I think it's time to sow.
and it's time to reap.
Is it to reap or to sow? Yeah, it was
You
time to
reap what
reap.
you sow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was time to reap. When it's time to reap, right?
Yes.
So what they did was give the community the food for free,
Yes.
so that they won't steal from him. But guess what? They didn't still steal from him.
You give them enough.
Yeah, what?
Yes.
So like
There's
so,
never enough.
there's never enough.
Yes.
It's like, man, it's never enough.
Mm.
So from there, I was like, it's not worth it.
Yes.
So he stopped. And guess what? The community is water is suffering now. They have to go where to town to get the maize.
Yes.
Why does it get for free?
Yes, yes, yes.
So those are challenges that we really need to work on. So let's see that I think somehow, Tina, we're killing ourselves. We're killing ourselves. So if we can learn to appreciate what we have, and then from there's always you can't easy, and you don't have to suffer.
Yes.
And you don't have to depend on the government. We always do things for ourselves by ourselves.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I think it's also in the interest of any government that people depend on.
On
it,
them.
you know. So it's going to be quite a very challenging thing. But since it's the beginning of the year, we also have a lot of young people looking at doing internships and starting work. People in retail, all of that. I mean, what's surprising there is for some people how much they get paid when they're just about to start off in their career.
And even sometimes, even before they start, even when they're already in permanent. But let's start with one where they're still in 10. So tell me, what do you think is the bare minimum in 10 should get paid, or should they even get paid?
I think we live in a country whereby you'll travel quite a distance to just go get to work, right? You need to eat, you need to live somewhere, you need transport. So I think, of course, the company that you work for can help subsidize for that. But I think when I think of like my first internship, how many years was that? That was probably now 10 years ago. Wow. I'm revealing my age.
Yeah, okay, let's do calculation.
Yes, let's do calculation. And we're getting to our 23 years now.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, I'm 23 now.
Okay, no. Lucky you.
Lucky me, yes. No, but I mean, I think when I first interned, I was getting about 5,000 rand for my internship. So
which was
I think it was okay. Yeah, it covered for my accommodation, my transport, and my food. So I was okay with that. So I don't know, what do you think people should be earning as a start for internship today? What are you guys earning?
I think exactly what I mean, just roughly, don't say the exact amount, just say in case of family members watching the BG podcast, but okay, no.
Oh, family members.
You've been saying like, no. So just roughly, right in between.
Yes.
So I think at least even these days, I think maybe minimum of at least 5,000, I think, as an intern.
Yes.
5,000.
Yeah.
I think that would be, because honestly, as you said earlier on, about you have to go to the place, and you don't go for free. And you have to eat lunch, you don't eat for free.
No.
Right? So unless that work of yours, they have lunchtime, they have whatever, then you can okay, no, we have this, and you don't have to. And also have to pay accommodation. Not everyone is living with their family members.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So that's the thing.
And I mean, living in Cape Town is so expensive.
Oh, I don't know what this is. What do I think it's here in Cape Town? Because
it's the air. Can't you smell the air? It smells different.
I think it's the air.
It's rich.
It's like it's too much. I can't even do. And you know what? When I was staying in Philippines, I wish I could go back. I was paying.
I don't think you wish you heard.
I wish only if the circumstances were better. I wish I would.
Okay.
If the circumstances were better. Right. I think it was 300.
Yes.
That's rent and electricity for the month.
Oh wow. Okay.
150. So I had my own shirt. So I think my shirt was 850.
Yes.
And for the shoes I was paying 150.
Oh wow.
Imagine. But again, you can't live in the township, because in the township, somehow you are limited.
Yeah. just your standard of life.
Yeah, I see.
Because like safety.
Safety. That's the main concern. Safety.
You have a kid now, you'll be even more concerned.
That's the main. That's the safety.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're driving, you just need to. Sometimes don't step on the robots. Don't stop on the traffic lights. Safe, and then
I was in Johannesburg during the festive. I never stepped on the traffic lights there.
I think Joburg is worse.
Yes.
I think Joburg, even with carjacking, it's too much compared to Cape Town.
Yes.
But I think township are the same. Honestly, so I don't think the township is better.
Yes.
Maybe mine might be better because I stay in it.
Yes.
But someone saying that actually I said yes, it's better.
Yeah, I think when you live in one and because people would know you, some of the Uber drivers that I talked to, they say they live in Dunoon and they say it's dangerous, right? But it's like they say when they go there, it's okay. But if you are someone from outside coming there,
and then it's a different story.
Yeah.
Which that's a challenge. But if we are both living in a township, why should I rob? Which is we're living here because of life. Which is I have nothing, you have nothing.
Yes.
So why should we rob each other? That's the main reason we're living here.
Yes.
So that's why I think also need to work on our mindset. But
you have more money.
But I should not be staying here if I have more money. I may look I have more money, but it doesn't necessarily have money.
There's some people who live so are there people who do have money but they just choose to live in the township because that's where they like the lifestyle, all of that.
I think there might be. I think there might be. Because it's like saying again, you have a car, then you have much more money. Having a car doesn't necessarily mean you have more money. So it's not
debt.
It's like I was a guy now, like when you're living a life. So it's like that. Yes. So I think maybe some people they live in the township because they love it, because also the rent is kind of cheap and everyone is here, Mumland is here.
Yes.
Right. But again, with that also comes with the jealous. And okay, no, this one's like, oh no.
Yes.
Oh, okay, no. Gents,
because I don't think everybody wants to leave the township to the suburbs. Some people are just okay.
Just okay, like being,
they enjoy it.
They enjoy the life.
Part of their social culture.
I think maybe we should have a guest from the township, and then we just have a conversation about.
Yeah, I think somebody who's made it. But it's like I've lived everywhere, I've traveled everywhere, but I still enjoy living in the township. Who's that? Come along.
Yeah, come along, guys. Let's make a plan.
Yes, exactly.
So, as we're talking about the before we derail, so we're talking about the salary.
Yes.
Yeah, because at least I think in these days, 5,000 is enough. But let's talk about the retail stores, and talk about teachers' salaries. Because I believe, especially teachers, because I think teachers are the foundation of about to child.
True.
Life. So that's the one who shape your kid's life.
Yes.
So now education where the teachers are being paid so little but so disrespected so much.
Yes.
Well, there are many reasons. So I'm here today, vision today, because of at least the teacher from grade R until grade 7. And they helped me from the start.
And there's those teachers who shout out to all the teachers who
yes.
even go far and beyond, right? Just teaching. But they even become like your life coach.
Exactly, yeah.
They really support you throughout your schooling career.
You treat them like as a father, as an uncle, as a mother.
Yes. They do so much more. And when you look at how much they get paid,
like it's a slap in the face.
Yes,
it's a slap in the face.
We should appreciate them far more as a society. Yeah.
Because they're the one who start everything, give vision to the kids.
Yes.
Because if teachers can fail, then the whole country is effed up.
Yes.
The whole country will be bitching. Because why?
Yes.
The foundation teachers fail.
Yes.
But it seems like they're the one we don't appreciate more. Even though they do the best job.
We don't somehow. We need to actually appreciate our teachers. Shout out to all the teachers.
Yes, shout out from the BT podcast, from the primary to the secondary. You guys are doing the job.
Yes, amazing. Yeah. Incredible.
And now let's talk about retail stores.
Retail stores?
Because I think
retail stores are also different from restaurants because they don't tip you at retail stores.
I think if there's some restaurant, they say if you get a tip, you need to share among each other.
That's why you must tip the person directly.
They don't. They
You
don't.
must pay them with cash.
They don't allow it sometimes. They say, no, we can't take it.
The golden handshake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like,
Thank you.
that's a nice service. I think that's what they want.
Yes.
Because if I'm happy to service, why can't I tip you?
Appreciate.
Exactly,
Yes.
appreciate the service. So I think that's a challenging about. They say, if you are being tipped, then it's need to go for everyone need to shower. What is that?
Yes. What's your general rule of tipping? I usually go with 10%.
10% of the
Total bill.
total bill. Exactly, 10%.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
That's fair,
That's
right?
fair.
I think
Yeah.
so too. That's what I'm comfortable with as well myself. I mean, the economy is tough.
And the economy stuff, electricity is too much. Electricity is too much. Yeah, the units are very
everything
big.
is too much.
Everything is too much.
In South Africa.
So at least 10% is okay. And the managers or the owners should let everyone be tipped and should not share a tip.
Yes.
Because I'm tipping you because of your smile, because of how you handle because of conversation, because of how you handle everything.
But you know, some restaurants, what they do, they add onto your bill that they've already added 10%. And if you're not happy about that, you can talk to them and they'll remove it. But they've already added it. Whether you are tipping or not.
Okay.
Tipping, it will be extra.
Okay, tell me again, if that happens, where does the money go? Does the money goes to the manager or to the person that was serving?
Well, I think that one in those restaurants, they said it goes to the workers, right?
But does it though?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a restaurant manager. To all the people that work in restaurants, where does the money go?
Exactly. If you're a worker, where does the money go?
Yeah.
Right. And then go. Because we are the manager will say, no, we're giving them.
Of course.
But you know what we know.
Comment from the manager.
If you work at the retail, just say. And also, in supermarkets, right? I believe in Zelle, if you are working for a certain company, some companies are going to give Zelle 10% off from whatever they're selling.
Yes.
Right? Can you believe? I'm not sure if it's a must or they're doing from the candidates of their own company. But can you believe in some retail stores, some people don't even get that discount.
Oh.
You pay full amount.
Full price?
You pay full price.
No, that's...
Full, it's like, what's that?
That's itchy.
Full amount.
I mean, even at H's Closet, our staff, they do get family and friends discounts.
Because without them, there's no business.
Exactly.
And even getting paid the least.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much money they are making. Maybe they can make about 4.5 a month.
I mean, I've seen some people who work at retail shops. They say they earning about 5,000. Let's talk about South Africa again. You live in, let's say, Mitchell's Plain. You have to travel all the way into the city of Cape Town. How much is that a month?
Let's say maybe with it takes. Let's say I'm not sure. I think it takes maybe 25 rand. I'm not sure. So that's
One
a single trip,
trip.
exactly.
So
times that's why
it's 50, and in a month that's
depending how many shifts you work
that's
in.
about 1,000 rand. That's 1,000 rand just from transport.
Just from transport.
That's
Okay, yeah. Let's say
that's 80. That's 20%.
That's already done.
Yeah.
And now you're Petrosat. Right.
If you're a parent.
If you're a parent. And
Yes.
even for yourself, you need to eat
For yourself.
You need
yes.
the clothes also. And from there, maybe you're renting, you're not living with your family, you're renting it, pay rent.
But yes, I get you, but the problem there is not the companies. Remember, the companies will take advantage of what the government says. I think people the government sets what the minimum wage is. So if I'm a company, of course I'll pay somebody
so that can get more.
As a company, you make more, right? But it's like, I think people take the cue from government. Maybe the challenge there is that
the government
should increase the minimum wage. But the problem with increasing minimum wage, if you're a company that increases minimum wage, are you still going to keep the number of staff? Or you will decrease the number of staff in order to pay them more? Or you hire more people and you pay them less? Which one?
Okay, so let me break it down. Let's say you are a company. You have these workers that you are paying a minimum, which is 4.5.
Yes.
But then each and every month you're making 100,000 profit for them. 100,000. That's profit. So which is now we have excluded deliveries, rent, and everything else.
Yes.
So which is going we have made this much profit. So why I think we can't even sacrifice this profit that you're making every month just to add there and there, which is not going to make any difference in your bank account because already you've been making this profit for the past 5 years, 10 years. Which is already your bank is already full. That's why the challenge is about even if let's say for example the company is been making 100,000 profit every month, and then this month is a good month, the company makes about 300,000. They don't even go back to their staff and say, "You guys did well. Just for this month, how about you just tip 10% more,
Yes.
just because you did well."
Yes, but remember, bosses are not about, oh, they're just a good person.
That's what I'm saying.
They want everything for themselves, and it's like they'll just give you the minimum that they can afford to give you.
It goes back to your question about do they keep the numbers of the employees, right, that they have if they increase them, which is now they can afford to. They can afford.
They will not
But they
do
don't.
that.
That's what the challenge is.
Yes, yes.
So the government can also do so much, which I also blame the government because the government should be doing make sure that people at least are getting paid enough money.
Yes,
That's true.
because remember at some of the retail shops in South Africa, right, is that when you go and shop and put things through the till,
Yeah.
we can have automated till machines,
Those
where
are the exactly.
we do it ourselves, or do you hire somebody to actually do that? And in South Africa at the moment, we have somebody doing that.
Yeah.
The minute we have those automated machines, we won't have all those people working at the tills anymore. What will they do?
Again, which is about who's benefiting is still the managers, the owners of the store.
Yeah, because they've reduced
They've
the amount
reduced the amount of people that are
working
working.
and investing into technology, right? But it's like, what happened to
What
those
happens to
other
those people? Yabo?
That's the question.
And then again, tell me again, if I used to getting E 4.5 and now you can no longer work because of you're being restricted because of the technology. And the government says, here's 350. The government just gives you 350. Like, at least here's 350 you can go buy. I don't know what you can buy with 350.
Yes.
Which again goes back to how about the government? Because what is the next age for you to not being employed? Is it 35, 37?
Oh, when you're not considered youth anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I think 35, yeah.
They can't hire you anymore for 35.
Yes.
So imagine why is that? Because if you have the ability to do that job, why can't I hire you?
Yes.
Why can't I hire you? So
I think you'll need to also have different skill sets. People will start needing to have a different skill set. Yeah.
It goes back to my question again about. So if at 35 I'm saying I can't hire you anymore, no? Why can't you go in the government and say, okay, no, the Minister of Work is old enough. How about then you take a seat and then you hire new people? Because if you realize that the ministers of whatever, they are old people.
Yes.
They're old people. Why can't they can't sit down because they should retire now and then you bring a youth.
See how much they earn?
Yo!
If you earn like that, would you ever want to retire?
So
of course not.
So what you mean by you invested this money? You didn't the money been getting, you didn't invest it.
No.
So you just chow every weekend, you go out with ladies, you go out with guys, you chow the money.
It's free money that.
And this free and said please repeat again, say again, it's free money. Say it again. So they must know.
It's free money.
It's free money. So it's bad, man. It's bad.
And I think more people need to start thinking about how to reskill themselves. That once I can't work at maybe the till, what other skill can I do? And I think employers need to start thinking about that as to how do they reskill their workers for the new digital age. Because I think that's going to be really quite important.
Honestly, I don't think they want to invest on their employees. That's a general invest.
Yes.
And again, let's say when you find means to make a living, right? And the government like, okay, wow, that's so nice for doing a great job. Let them come tax you.
Yes.
Even though you were not supporting you, but now you have to find a way to make money. Then come,
Yes,
Give us
yes.
what we want to tax you.
Because you're doing business in the country.
They can't tax you.
Yes.
But then what were you coming when I was depressed? When I had no hope, you were not there for me.
Yes.
But not
yes.
because now I find means I'd find a way. You want to tax me. So that the means I can make more money and then stay there and then do nothing. Sorry to cut you, man. Okay, no, add something before.
No, I was gonna say you can't run away from certain things. Death and taxes. You can't.
Especially tax.
Even death.
That's true.
Knocking at
Like
some
so
point.
you never know. Can go out and then out.
I know, right? Yes.
And talking about the ministers, tell me if you does it make sense then if when you never played sport before,
Yes.
and then you being a minister of sport, you never played sport before, you don't have really the foundations behind the sport, and then you have a minister of sport. From Apple,
Like not a sportsman.
yeah, you never played sports. Like you don't,
Okay.
like you don't understand. I know you can start it, but something they need you to be there. Practical. You never played sport. You're minister of sport. Then from there we shuffle around. We change it from being a minister of sport to being a minister of police. What does that for me? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense?
No.
Being
But
played.
yes, remember you have to understand as to how they are deployed for certain
For being
positions.
played, yeah.
It's not about like whether they have experience in that portfolio or not.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, does that make sense? But why should I hire you today? You're a minister of sport. Tomorrow, a minister of police. So when did you?
Minister of Health.
Next thing, a minister of health. Next thing, a minister of finance. So when you minister of zombies in the party without the background, you have no experience. That's why we end up having a high crime. That's why we end up having this bad sport because the minister is.
Aren't you Minister of Entertainment?
That's a point. When you see him in your hood.
Exactly. I have experience in that.
But it's a different thing because it's a different thing. But
Yes.
it's for me. It's for me. It's not like I'm being paid for it, and the people that I need to make sure that zombies knows
Yes.
compared to being minister of police now. I need to foresee zombies that are going accordingly.
Yes.
Okay, from now I'm minister of sport. Okay, now I'm tired of being minister of sport. Let me be minister of finance.
Yes.
So how we gonna? So that's why I'm saying no. I don't. And they ask, man. Otherwise, I feel like we're being played.
Yes.
And we've been played for a very, very long time.
For a very long time.
Very, very long time being
Yeah.
played.
Well, I think that will be what people need to see when it comes to elections as to what will happen this year. I see more people can still register now as well. And even if you're not able to vote because you're traveling or something, I see you can get a special vote actually.
Which is the
So
count.
there's no excuse.
Why you can get
Everyone,
official vote?
everybody must vote.
No, everyone must vote, guys, because this is for us to make a change. If you feel like if you are living in a certain place and a certain party is in charge of that place and you feel like they're doing nothing, then
Yes.
let's give another party
Yes.
another chance, and then we take it from there.
Let's talk about this soft life thing.
Yeah, well.
What happened?
Yeah. You know the consequences of soft life? Because there are people who come on social media with makeups because they're hiding things that happen behind the scenes. Because we feel it's soft life. There are people being betrayed.
Okay.
Someone will slap you and give, no, sorry, man, baby. I was angry as 10,000.
Okay.
And then long, I want to go back. The soft life, iyambe, and it causes it better than abantu. Because some people die because of abusive relationship, but they won't live because of they want to maintain this social media lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing also we need as ladies. But if ever a guy lifts hands on you, same time run away. As much as you can always get in money, but you can't replace your life.
No, you can't.
You can't replace your life.
You can't.
Baleka ngenyawo zombini. Baleka ngenyawo zombini.
20 kilometers per hour.
Make sure you don't even look back. And even to a point where you block the person.
Yes.
So whenever they call you, you block them. You block.
Yes.
So that won't have to associate yourself because you want to be the next statistic.
No.
Your family loves you.
Yeah, there's a lot of gender-based violence happening in South Africa. A lot of girls go missing.
And girls go missing.
Girls are killed.
And then what happens is sometimes is someone is coming to you not because they love you, because of the life that you live in. They want to be part of that life, right? And what happens is when you want to leave the guy is going to say, no, look, you can't tell my man and then you want to disappear.
Yes.
So you just want to change. But ladies, don't go to someone because of their man. Go to them because you love them. I know in this situation, the economy bad, but don't be that person.
Yes.
It's just an advice. So it's an advice. Also, again, ladies, if someone is giving you money, I think it would be wise enough to take that money, invest in case things don't work out. Then you start your own business.
Yes.
So that you don't depend on this person. Because I think sometimes you can't leave someone because they're in charge of your finance,
Yes.
right? They're taking care of you. Then you stay even if you don't feel like staying because of there's money involved.
Yes.
But the minute now they give you money, take that money, build your own business on the side. Then anytime you can leave because you are sorted, you're financially stable, you're financially okay.
Yes. More like when they study themselves as well, it's like they can be more independent. That's what we need to really teach young people. It's like if they can be empowered through education, it's a way of just being more independent and not having to
depend on whatever.
And want the, what do you call it? The soft life.
Go, because of the soft life. Like no, but the lease is nice because I'm driving a BM.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's nice because I'm driving a Ferrari. Yeah, but no, I'm go on the community. No, but at least I'm trying in Dubai. Yeah, but
Abantwana basesikolweni sinje.
Yeah, but yeah, what?
Yeah.
So guys, that's an advice that I just want to put out there. But when I make sure that no, we don't have to go through such because of women.
Yes.
Yeah, I think sometimes rather be happy and be content with what you have.
Yes.
Be content with what you have.
Well, I think because when people compare themselves on social media, it becomes like, oh, I also want that, and it's like, at what cost?
That's why Google comes in. That's why witchcraft comes in also. Yeah, witchcraft comes in because now there's this life that okay, I think that you live a bit. Let me bewitch you because now I want your life.
Okay.
Yeah, but let me bewitch you so that I can have your partner. Yeah, one doesn't that.
And where do I go if I want to bewitch you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
So it's one of the things. Because if even now, in social media, this kind of social media is so high about they're living this fake life.
Yes.
But if you're natural, like it's
Okay.
strange.
It's strange.
I want to have a filter.
Yeah.
I don't make up or no makeup.
Yes.
Like there's something wrong with you. People make fun of you. Right? You're wearing a gown.
Yes.
You're wearing what?
Yes.
One doesn't judge.
I think it's expected that those two don't match. Whereas like when they match, it confuses people.
But how come?
Because for them it doesn't match.
Doesn't match, man.
Yeah.
You should have a filter on, Snapchat filter on. You can't be like that. Kind of
Yes.
Yeah, what?
Yes. Tell them face card doesn't decline.
I'm like, okay, sorry, try again. I'm like, what? What is happening?
Yes.
And guys, there's one guy I want to shout out to, man. Oh, guy does so much for his community.
Okay, who's this?
It's Asavela Peko.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's from Delft, He tried by all means to take the boys out of the streets to play football.
That's
Right?
incredible.
He had an NGO. It was La Mosa. It was La Mosa Foundation. Right? So the sad part is going on, and the match is trying all those things, but the community is not there to support it.
Oh.
Because they're playing Mitchell's Play, so from there to Mitchell's Play. So what happens is we need transport money for the boys to get a taxi from Mitchell's Play and from there to Mitchell's Play. But the parents don't show up.
Oh.
They're only to contribute.
Yes.
Even the sad part is going back. The child tomorrow is in the street, the parents are blaming the back. The government is doing nothing.
Yes.
Even though there's someone in the community who's trying by all means to teach the kids.
Yes.
So the parents are not involved. Sometimes parents, even though they are free on weekends, they don't even go and watch their kids play.
Yes, let's give this guy a shout out. Let's give him the platform.
Put it?
Invite him over.
I think that would be nice.
Let's have KGT with him.
Exactly.
Let's talk about everything with him and see how we can actually help him. You never know. Our viewers will be seeing him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Put it? I'll contact you, Tadaman. And I mean, there's so much. And guess what? He had a car and they robbed his tires.
Oh.
parked outside his house.
Oh, no.
And imagine for someone who's doing so much for the community to go through that. He doesn't deserve it, honestly, doesn't deserve it.
Yes.
So
yes.
shout out, Budiman. Shout out to you.
We'll see you next on the Beachy podcast.
Yep, yes. So talking about this is about abantu, even though you are there, but they do nothing for you, but which is okay. Now tell me, you are from Limpopo.
Yes.
Right? Which language do you speak?
Sipedi.
Ubulela speak.
From Limpopo to Pretoria to Gauteng to Cape Town, there's only Spedis everywhere.
What's the difference between Spedi and Spitori?
Spitori is more, I think, yes, street language.
Okay.
I think you'll say maybe what do they call it? Yeah, it's a dialect of Sepedi. It's more street style language. Yeah, so I would describe it as that.
Okay. Wow.
So make a bulela from Limpopo.
And then Kasut watin Wabua or
Wabua.
Okay.
Yes.
Now what I want to ask you, the reason I'm asking you this, if you know do people who speak Sepedi make fun of you when you can't speak Sepedi proper? Or they make fun of you when you can't speak English proper?
I think for me, a lot of people are quite surprised when I switch to Spedi like that instantly as to how very deep and good I am with Spedi. They don't believe that.
Is it?
Until you put me next to a person speaking Spedi,
and then
you'll know like, this one is from Limpopo. I can switch. I'm those people that can switch.
Just like that.
I'll be on the phone with you and you think, oh, this person
this one is from UK.
And then I switch quickly to Spedi and you're like, this one is from really the farm in Limpopo. It's a village boy. One. Then I think you pick up easily like that. I'm like that. So I can easily switch. So I never get that kind of discrimination.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I can't speak any language properly. No.
That is so nice.
What about you?
I mean, for me, I've seen most of abantu bethu, people who speak Xhosa, right? If you are on social media, right, you're speaking English, right?
Yes.
Or even if you can't write it, right? When I make fun of but the minute the white person speaks your language in the same sense that you speak their English.
Yes.
They're like, at least you're trying. Wow, nice. At least you're trying. At least you're making that. That's nice. But for when if you do opposite, like, when you think you can't speak English, just speak your home language.
Yes.
So I think that's a challenge that also having.
And I see people even being bullied online when they write something on X and you see them saying, "Oh, you couldn't spell that properly."
Exactly.
You couldn't put the sentence construction properly. And it's like they're just being cyberbullied because of that, which is not really fun at all.
It's not fun, and it's not even your mother's done.
Yes.
At least you understand, which is that's what is important.
Yes.
At least you try to understand. Do you know in some countries English they don't even care about English?
I mean, I lived with this woman. She's Italian. I didn't know how to speak Italian.
Yeah, but
she spoke Italian, I spoke English, and we somehow just managed to.
That's what I'm saying.
Translate, but now in retrospect, I'm thinking, why didn't I speak Spedi? Because
either way, exactly.
Yeah, but it just never happened, But I think being in Cape Town, I tend to speak more English
because of mix about.
Yeah, like you can't speak Spedi to a Xhosa person.
And do you know, if I see a black person, automatically go to this Xhosa.
I think when you're in Cape Town, you face that a lot. Joburg, I like because it's very much more a mix of everything. In Joburg, they'll always speak vernacular, but you'll always figure which part. Yeah, which is really nice.
Because if I see a straight Xhosa, like, oh, sorry,
So by default, they program to Xhosa.
By default, yeah. So what I'm saying is, in most countries, they don't even care about English. Here, we make English that so much that if you can't speak English, you are nothing in life, right? Because you go to another country, say no English, or small English.
But remember, we grew up in a colonial era whereby if you can speak English, it's as if like you
we are made it. Yeah,
yes,
we are made
yes,
it.
yes. You know, so I think that's still the attitude of quite a lot of people. I mean, look at schools today. Why don't we have a school where your child can do physics in Xhosa, maths in Xhosa, everything in all of that, and still be able to actually function in a corporate culture?
And then we'll talk about that I just mentioned. I'm not going to answer you, but I'm just going to try to find another way. It's so sad, some subjects are written in two languages, English and Afrikaans.
Yes.
Which means other kids are given an advantage to, if you understand this, then you can always read the new language and you understand. My question is, why still this day? I'm not sure if they still have, but I think they still have it. Why still this day things are still writing in Afrikaans? Because now you're giving the other kids an advantage for them to pass even better than this one. And then tomorrow when I come back, why are black kids not passing? But they don't have advantage. They're not giving advantage.
Yes.
With their own language. And which happen? Why they still to be the Africans these days? Because what are you gonna do with Africans these days?
Well, you'll be surprised when you get to Stellenbosch. It's almost Afrikaans everywhere. There's companies where they speak Afrikaans all day, and those companies are doing well. So it's like really still a language that's very developed. And we have a whole university where they speak Afrikaans.
And I heard so much about that university. I had so many stories about that university.
I'm sure you heard a lot. But when you go surely to, let's say, University of Limpopo, most people speak English. I would expect.
Yeah.
I'd expect if you go to National University of people speak Xhosa. Maybe yes, they might write in English, but the average person on the ground and everything. So I would imagine it's probably the same in a way, but it's more like how do you get those languages into academic institutions where even children can study that from, let's say, primary.
And then they know, and then if you can't understand in English, then you can learn your own language.
Yeah, or they even choose to actually just do everything in their own language.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I think imagine a child going to primary school, they get to choose, I want to do everything in Spain. And they, from grade 1, all of that is just developed.
And embrace even the culture.
Exactly.
Because you're not education where kids can't even speak their own language.
Yeah,
they can't speak it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we have kids in today who can't speak their
own language.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if it's for my kids. I would say it's sad if you can't speak. For personally,
do you speak Xhosa to your child?
School try to speak English. So I must come at home and speak English. At home.
So at home it's Xhosa.
All out. And then at school then it's English.
Okay.
And then from there balance. Well, because if I want to say, no, I want him to be better in English, but I'm failing him in a way.
Yes.
I'm feeling when he's back at home, who is gonna play with? Even though sometimes kids, they don't really focus more on talking about playing, they understand each other. But there'll be a time where you have to be a man. That thing that needs to be done is by any that they won't understand. Right? Then that way I felt with this man.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so imagine you go with Udrenma, they can't English, and then the teacher just there. We do English, then what?
Yes, exactly. Taking your kids to a break.
You know what? The German is like, this one, I can't live. Everyone doesn't try. Yes. So I think we things are changing, but I think for most of us, they're not changing in a good way because we're losing ourselves.
Well, it's even us here on the BG podcast. We speak in English. Why aren't we speaking in Xhosa?
Okay. No, asenze kanje ne.
Thobela wa itla mo BG podcast. Re tshwanetse ke mamotla.
Ina ke bua ke tene ke busy ke BG podcast.
Can you see what a mess is becoming? So if I was to translate in Xhosa, what would I say? Sanbonani,
which is Sizulu.
It's Sizulu. Yeah. And how do you say hello? Molweni, Izanibu, Beachy Podcast, Noli, and then Zonibona next week.
That's not bad.
I think we would have closed it down.
That's That was a bang. That was a bang. No, that was a bang. That was it.
Yes.
That was a bang, guys.
Okay.
See you next week.
It was good. My class was good.
No, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah, step by step. Then
Yeah.
English will be cancelled in this podcast.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Imagine, do you know